Good evening. We're racing at Moonee Valley tomorrow. At the moment it's a soft five. We haven't had any rain today, just sunshine. So I'm thinking that we're going to be on a possibly a good track at some stage, if not by race time, depending on how much dew is on the ground tomorrow. So that certainly makes it a very interesting day. Now, looking at the Group One more stakes, luck and running will probably play a very big part in this race. Such a big field, and there's plenty of speed. No doubt Midwest will be out front. He just loves to lead and be right at the front, and the horse is actually flying, and you know, he will probably be in the top three somewhere. I reckon there's a good chance, 3 or 4 or 5. I haven't picked him up top 3 after saying that, but in this race, look, I'm reasonably keen on Barracuda. The horse first up was brilliant, winning, and he's unbeaten at the Valley, good at the trip, and he runs on good and soft ground, which is a big thing. Niance's done nothing wrong. This is her toughest test to date, but geez, she looks like she's got a good chance. O'Kill was given no chance by Mark Zara last start. After winning impressively first up at the Valley, Gate 13 makes it a little bit tricky. Escher, well, look, 50 kilos on her back, and she's very, very quick. Saying that, yeah, pressure is everything in racing, and there's bound to be pressure in a race of this stature for a young horse. So she's either going to be really good or she's going to fold under the pressure. So it's going to be interesting. But race 9, the more stakes, I put in the order. I put Barracuda number 7 on top, Niance number 14 for second, O'Kill after a disappointment last start in for third, and Escher on 50 kilos to finish in 4th place. Barracuda is my best bet for the day. Looking at race number 10 after the benchmark 84, I do think it's a 2-horse race between King Zephyr and La Fracas. I really expect the track to be upgraded, and if it gets to a good track at any stage tomorrow, that's advantage to King Zephyr over La Fracas. La Fracas has done nothing wrong, and I've got in for second. So King Zephyr, race 10, number 3, is my next best. So my 2 best bets are late in the day: Barracuda, race 9, race 10, King Zephyr. Saying that, in that last race, 3 and 1, King Zephyr, La Fracas. If you quinella them, you'll probably end up with a quinella as well. So that's where I'm at. Looking at others, I'm pretty keen on the fillies race number 7. I think this Ferrivia is very progressive, racing well. I think can win again. Ole Dancer was very good, winning start number 2. Wide Gate makes it interesting to watch for that horse to come home late. The Playwright, a bit disappointing last start, but she's in there somewhere along the Angel Ladder. But race 7, number 2, Ferrivia. Looking ahead now, race number 5, the Chautauqua Stakes, a listed race for 1,200 metres. Seems to be a 2-horse race between Zoo Sensation, who's airborne, and Angel Couple, who's very quick and very progressive. So I've come up with race number 5, number 3, Angel Capital on top, to beat Zoo Sensation. Another Quinella, I reckon. I just don't see those two not Quinella in this race. They're the 2 best horses. So race 5, number 3, to beat number 2, Zoo Sensation. Looking up through the thing, it's benchmark 84, race number 3, the Creator will take the lead and try to dictate the tempo again. I think this horse will give them something to catch again. Reset the Jazz, finished 3rd spot, meets them 3 kilos better at the weights, but I just think that the Creator will just get the job done again. Kings Valley was very good first up, but probably needs further. Far Flung always races well, but just finds it hard to win. The Valley isn't his thing. So that's race 3, number 4, the Creator. Now, the race 1, it's a very interesting race. I think it's just the 3 chances, Crossbow, Ornos and Godfrey Kirk. I do think Crossbow will be ridden better by Blake Shin on this occasion. Now, Godfred Kirk and also Ornus were both held up in that race behind Crossbow. They were all beaten by another one last start. So I put Crossbow on top, Ornus in for second, Godfred Kirk in for third. I'm just going to Quinella those 3 races, I think, as my bet for the race, because to be honest, I think you can back either of those 3 horses. And one of them will win, I think, so I'm just going to Quinella them. So that's race number 1. I'm going to Quinella 1, 2, and 5. So repeating, my best bet, race 9, number 7, Barracuda. My next best bet, race 10, number 3, King Zephyr. At the moment, it's a soft 5. As long as there's not too much dew on the ground tomorrow, I think there'll be an upgrade to a good 4. So keep an eye out on things, but there's no rain really in sight. So soft 5, good 4, sometime during the day, possibly early on. All right, so my quaddie, 1, 2, 5, 11, 12, then 4, 6, 8, 13, 7, 9, 11, 14, and 16. Tough race that, no more. And 1, 2, 3, 6, and 8. As always, gamble responsibly. Hopefully, I can have a bit better run. The last 3 weeks have been tough, but winter can be like that. I had a good run, and then last 3 weeks have been tough. Good to see some of the better horses coming back. Good punting, back some winners. Thanks for watching again.